Hello, everybody. This is Frogman. Welcome back to Manufactio Nuclear Edition. We have been working towards trying to get a rocket and a rocket launch pad going, and I've kind of been doing a little bit of work in between episodes, kind of cleaning things up a little bit just so that we can kind of play around with some stuff. So, yes, I've kind of gone around and used a little bit of the dirt and the exchanging gadget that we have to pick up a bunch of dead earth and a bunch of wasteland earth and a bunch of very irradiated stuff just so that we can start working on some of that next little project. And I've kind of gotten to the conclusion at this point that the underside of the base is a very, very, very dangerous area, as you guys can see down in the bottom left-hand corner. Those the things, what are these things called? Where are they? I can't even get it because of the fact that this all changed. The feral ghouls, they're pretty mean, and if anything else, they're mean because they load you up with a lot of radiation. So I've been having to kind of use up a hello, thank you, autosave. I have been having to use up a little bit of the slow acting Radaway that we have laying around. I need to go get the fast acting stuff out and just start using that instead. But yeah, don't let them touch you. They put a lot of radiation on your character very quickly. But I did kind of slowly start cleaning up some of this stuff out here, and God, these guys are the worst ones. These bloat flies are terrible. But yes, we're starting to see the effects of what it takes, or what happens when you radiate an area as much as I've been radiating this area for a while now. I've actually cleaned this out several times, and it just comes right back. So we may actually have to kind of take a step back and take a look at putting in the radiation scrubbers, or we may just not worry about it and just kind of continue to play the pack. However it works, I don't know yet. We're going to kind of play around and see. But for sure, we've managed to get a few things accomplished in between episodes. Again, there was some parts we needed to produce, and I believe by now we've since got them done. Where is it? I don't know what these are, but out here the sound works, which is hilarious. There's all kinds of things spawning all over the place now. Plus, I've got to kill 20 of those guys, so we just need to keep killing things as we find them. And yeah, we're just going to keep working around and slowly get it going. I've gone through, I've gone through a whole lot, but quite a few stacks of stuff. And thank you very much. I will take that. Every time I kill something else, it gets us a little bit more goody. That's one more heart. Beautiful. But yeah, for sure we can just kind of play around a second and take care of these. But yeah, these are what I'm talking about. Those are the feral ghouls, and they are nasty. And I'm being nasty. I've had to use up. Well, I've used it several times already. But they spawn in broad daylight. They spawn in the middle of the night. They spawn whenever. And yeah, it's kind of the reason why I built the platform to put the base up there, so that we didn't have to worry about what would happen should we be building down here. An end game fix for that point is going to be that we will likely end up just, digging up as much of this as we can. We're going to be digging quite a ways anyway, but I'm going to be digging up quite a bit of the base underneath of it, and then again laying down a layer of concrete like we've started over here, or just leaving it wide open. The radiation travels a long ways, especially over here in this chunk. I've already kind of looked around at it. Regardless of whether it's chunk loaded or not, I was way back into those trees. As you can kind of see, the radiation is starting to eat the leaves off of the trees and things. I was way, way, way back out here. It goes a long, long, long way, regardless of whether it's chunk loaded or not. I mean, look, you can kind of see it clear the heck over there. That's like, I don't know how many chunks out into the world from where the actual radiation is being produced, which is right here. Granted, we're intentionally doing this, so that's kind of the fun part. But we have a whole bunch of stuff now to be able to make a whole bunch of radioactive waste, and one of the things that I wanted to do was not throw that away. Good. There we got him. 1 point, killed 20 feral girls. Awesome. I need 10 of these. Submit. That's another one of those. Awesome. So that's all done now. What I want to do first thing in the episode before we turn in all of those parts, we need to start processing this stuff, because the use on this radioactive material is going to be very usable to get neptunium, uranium, plutonium-239, which is going to be how you're going to get a lot of it, to be able to make your UHV energy ducts. And that's going to be about the easiest way to get any of that kind of stuff. So, plus a little bit more of the other things. This is also how you make the mutagenic soil, which we'll be able to use in order to kind of grow some really goofy sugarcane plants, which I kind of do want to fool with probably before we go to the moon or whatever's up there. I don't know where we are. I do know that we've got places we can go look at. We're going to look at them as we get there. So today what I want to do is I want to start processing all of this because we have plenty of it being produced and it's a good way of getting a lot of things done. Plus, kind of screwed up and took out a whole bunch of dead earth when I should have just let it get to a wasteland earth position because it doesn't look like, I mean, I don't know where the spawns are. I don't know what things spawn on, but for certain things do spawn on this stuff versus this stuff or that stuff. So I don't know which one is worse, but we do need to process a bunch of that stuff up and get it going. Now, the wasteland earth, if we just click on any one of these, the interesting thing is there's multiple forms, shapes, colors of this stuff. It can go quite a ways down and you can wash it multiple times. Essentially, that's what you're doing is washing it, turning into some radioactive water. We take the radioactive water, mix it with a little bit of chlorine and some pulverized lead to get the radioactive waste that we can then run through an ore centrifuge to get a bunch of this kind of stuff. That's what we're going to do with it right off the bat. So I think what we need to do is we need, what is that? How many chemical plants? So 1, 2, and then a ore centrifuge, which I do believe we got several of those when I opened a whole bunch of those little boxes. But yeah, it's kind of spooky out here at night now because there's all kinds of things running around killing each other. At least that is the one thing, is that the multiple enemies that exist now kind of tend to not like each other. So they do tend to kind of take care of each other. Yeah, so we need some chemical plants. We need to get hooked up into the base up there, and I need to pull most of this up there as well, which I really don't want to do because that box is really, 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 really nasty. And I have to keep remembering to take those as we kind of work things down. It's high enough now, the reading on the Geiger counter, if I hold it down, won't even register that it's going down, but it's going down ever so slowly. So there, we just dropped 1. The fast acting Radaway will work a lot faster. It will at least make sure that you'll lose stuff a little bit quicker. But for now, I'm not really concerned about it, considering that I made way too much of this stuff as it is. All right, I will see you guys up there once we get a few things done. I need to figure out where we're going to build this mess because it's going to be 2 chemical plants and an ore centrifuge in the radioactive portion of the base. As we can see, I've managed to kill a few rad scorpions as it is already. That's been kind of fun. We were getting all kinds of Fallout critters showing up, which is always, I get the hilarity and the humor in it because I'm a fan of Fallout as well. So what we need to do, and I do believe we should have several chemical plants on us. If not, I can for sure go get them because there should be a couple in on the other deal. But we did need an ore centrifuge, which I'm pretty sure I got one. That's a washer. That's a centrifuge? Yes, right there. I knew I got one. We got 3 of them. Cool. I would figure we'll just try to work it to the speed of one of these. So let's see. We want, well, how fast does this work? So waste is, no, gosh darn it. I can't do that in here. Use. Radioactive waste, centrifuge 3, I think, is as fast as we can go right now, since I haven't bothered to go ahead and hook that up. So 1 second is at fast, as quick as that can go, and we can craft that in, so centrifuge 3, so 40 ticks. I'm not really concerned about making sure this thing absolutely screams. We just need to be able to make a bunch of it so we can process it into the things that we need. So 1 chemical plant running at 40 ticks, 40 per tick, and then this one is, again, so a single chemical plant will be able to keep up with that, no problem. All right, and it's 1 bucket per and 4 buckets. Okay, so that makes a little bit more sense. All right, chemical plants. We should have a few of those laying around. There they are, and then we're going to run down here since all of our nuclear stuff is down here, and probably say chemical plant, and then the centrifuge. It's a little spooky over here because you know, there's an awful lot of junk over here they can spawn on. And it doesn't matter whether it's it doesn't matter whether it's lit or not. We need 2 of those. 1, 2. And I need all of the things again. So we need our pipe box and our blueprint box, that and that, and then a box of goodie that we're going to play with. And those can go away. Still trying to get used to the fact that we're using this now. Actually, you can just go in there so I don't get lost. And I didn't bring the ore thingy up here, did I? Crystallized air filter, chemical plant. Cool. All right. You guys. No, this one. Oh, it's up there. Okay. You all need to get turned so that you face this. And we're going to kind of look at it like so. 1, 2. Can I get 2 of them on the end down here? Probably. We'll just do that. I know I've been kind of spacing them too. Actually, that is way too wide. Whatever, too wide apart. Can I? Oh, yeah. Yeah. We can do that pretty easily. I will continue to keep the 2 wide gap going. So 2 wide there. That's 1, that's 2. Incredibly annoying. They shoot these little things at you. All right, so we'll do that. Come on, line up. Where is he? Oh, great. I mean, I have so much health, it's not even bothering me at this point. But yeah, it's incredibly annoying. Like, see, there's a rad scorpion hanging out, and there's another couple of other things. Seriously, guys? Go away. That's what the only thing that I've been trying to do is just mitigate, or I should say mitigate, getting rid of those spawns, because those spawns are just nasty. They're terrible, and they just do whatever. So, all right. And then I think I need to go find the deal. I will be right back for this. Yeah, I mean, everywhere you look, it's just little things just happening all over the place. And as long as I can manage to keep them down there, we're fine. But it is hilarious, some of the stuff that just you kind of look out and you watch a bunch of, well, I guess what are those? There's some kind of infected human now that comes and hangs out, wanders around. I guess it gets nastier and nastier and nastier as you go. We're getting basalt spawns, which is interesting. Not that it matters. Again, whole point is we're up here. But yes. Fun times will be had. Let's see if we can get this down and then get this all mess running. I'll get these built and kind of put up and moved. And apparently I am full of arrows somehow. I don't know how. That's a chemical plant or a centrifuge. And these were reasonably large, I think. So it might be a little annoying. Can I rotate you? I think we'll put it right here on the edge. Well, we're going to line it up with this one, like right there, right? Yeah, that'll work. That's fine, given that this one feeds in the front. That is not amazing, but that'll be okay. Maybe we turn that one sideways so that it's not in the way. I'm going to rotate it one time. We'll put it like this. That way it can kind of just feed to the side instead of feed out. All I want to do is make sure we have enough of a certain material coming in, which we're going to continue to make and play around with, and hopefully should be able to get some stuff done with it. And this is junk. I don't need it anymore. All right. I need to run pipe. I need to run power, and I need to run some stuff. So let me get that going, and then we'll come back when I turn this on. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alrighty, I think we've got it all sorted. These bugs are getting annoying. I'm going to have to do some things I keep running down the thing and come back and getting them to respawn. The base is long enough I can run to the other end of it and it despawns everything in the area and then it comes back. But yes, this end is We may have to actually look at, if we plan on spending any more time past doing a little bit more of the other stuff out here working on this, we're probably going to have to do something about taking care of a little bit of the radiation, because it's pretty nasty. The really funny thing is, apparently the scorpions, that guy right there, they can reach clear up underneath here and hit you with their tails quite a ways high. So this area is not deep enough to keep them from being able to hit me, which is hilarious. And also, the feral ghouls apparently can climb walls, which is interesting. I've had several jump up and climb up onto the platform to come get me, to the point that I had to go get the Radaway good stuff because they were absolutely wrecking my thing. But anyhow, this is going to be one of those things. We won't, hello, see, like that, right there. He jumped up, somehow he jumped up a, I don't know how many tall gap that was to get to me, which means we just need to dig this down further. But come on, where are you? It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. I have all of the preparation. Go away. No big deal. But yeah, that's been the fun part. Anyhow, all of this should be hooked up, ready to go. You're missing fluid input. Why? You shouldn't be missing. Oh, yes, you're missing fluid input because I haven't done this one little piece right here. So let me finish that little part, which is we need to do this with a wrench. Click, turn, and then I'm sitting here going, what am I doing? I'd forgotten. It's just been kind of a, it's that point again where it's getting annoying enough that I'm going to have to start doing something about it, because they are horrible. Come on, jump up here. Show a little people what you can do. I know you can do that, but it's ridiculous. Anyhow, everything should be hooked up. I think we have power to everything. None of these are going to require any of the other deals. I had to go build another one of these so that we can convert the coarse dirt into usable grass blocks. What we will do is I'm going to continue to dig. Oh, great. All of the cows have been converted. Well, that's nice. I wonder when they started doing that. Oh, great. I have one of those things down there. That's lovely. Well, we don't need the cows anymore. Come on. God dang. I mean, just the sheer amount of bullets it takes to kill things at this point. It's fine. I won't worry about it. Those things right there, these little, those things are the worst. Those things are the absolute worst. Fine. Not worried about it. Pick it all up. We'll clean everything up as we go. It's definitely going to require some time. But yeah, that thing, I'm going to have to go find that thing. I think it's over here. It's that glob of them right there. Those things are pretty nasty. They're just all kinds of nasty little things that exist now. And, you know, it's fun. This is why there is a chapter for just, you know, just for defense. And that's part of the reason why I built the base the way that I built the base, is so that the defense was taken care of by the fact that we were far enough off the ground. We're no longer far enough off the ground, and I need to continue to dig a little bit more. No big deal. Let's go turn this on, and then we're going to go hand some stuff in so that we can, you know, have a little bit of fun, possibly thinking about leaving this area and getting onto a spaceship and getting the heck out of here. So I need to turn this on by taking that one right there, which is full of wasteland earth, and put it right there. I think. Yeah, so that'll haul all that over to there. Send it down here to where this one is, and this one is going to, this chemical plant is going to wash that with water and some fertilizer to then make this stuff. Right? Where are you going? Nice. We're getting our radioactive water. And I may speed these up. We'll just see how it goes. You're missing fluid input. It takes 4 buckets, if I recall correctly, to be able to make the radioactive waste that we need. I think. And I got a bunch of junk. I'm saving some of this stuff because some of this stuff we need for later on. And these, unfortunately, I guess, are a weapon that you can use. You can smack things with it. Come on. Did you finish it? One more? So I may speed this one up right here. We may go ahead and place a couple of upgrades in it to get it to go to work. But as soon as that makes as soon as it makes 4 buckets of radioactive water, that will then turn into radioactive waste, which I guess I can probably kind of help a little bit this stuff going. Yeah, let's see. Let's do these since we're here. I don't know. Does radioactive water put off radioactivity? I know that this stuff does. So, right there. And then I'm placing the coarse dirt into this chest over here for now, and then it's shuffled up that direction. The reason why we're going to do this is because some of the wasteland earth, this stuff right here can have multiple forms, and it will require cycling several times. So it's just a good place of where we're going to store that. Anyhow, that should have made some stuff. Yes, it probably did by now. Did you make your parts? You got your lead in you. You did this. Cool. Grab me my box. This should be transforming. You were missing fluid inputs. Oh, yeah, I forgot to hook you up. This one's not quite done yet. That's not a big deal. Let's see. Did you get some parts? Well, if you did, it's going to be over here. You did. All right, so we're processing that stuff into usable materials of which we're going to be able to do some things with. I actually need to hook that up into this network again, which I forgot to do. We're going to let that roll for a little while. We're going to get it going because I want to go ahead and turn in some of this fun stuff for that. And I need to get that hooked up. Give me a couple of seconds, and then we're going to go turn in some stuff. There, that looks better. Now we're making grass blocks and we're doing a few things. I need to go place some more things down, get some more parts ready, gather up a bunch of stuff. I just ran from one end of the thing to the other and gathered up a whole bunch of crap. We got a whole bunch of these a while back when we were doing those the little mystery boxes, and I think I need to go ahead and just complete several of these into some more stuff, or at least put them down someplace where they actually work very well. But anyhow, I'm going to get some more parts together, and then we're going to go ahead and hand in the things and put down 2 more structures so that we can start looking at building, getting off this horrible, horrible, terrible planet. So, anyhow, be right back. Alrighty, after a little bit of goofing around and making sure we had everything necessary, plus I went ahead and took a bunch of the leftover parts that we got from this whole little thing going on down here. It is producing a reasonable amount of grass blocks for us, which is perfectly fine. Not a whole heck of a lot of anything else, at least at that point, but I did go out and kind of run around and exchange some of this back down a little bit just to kind of get it to calm down. It definitely comes almost right back for that point. And something that I do notice, at least I have noticed a couple of times, is that if I go out there and I just run around and do that for a while, the radiation in the chunk will come down quite a ways because it's being used to convert the blocks into something else. So what we're using those right now is to just make some redstone and some uranium 235 and 238 at this point, and it's calmed down slightly. I've done a little bit of work for it. Anyhow, all of our parts for the rocket should now, well, I should say the launch pad and the rocket should be functional and ready to go. I hope. So I'm going to see how much of this I can put in my inventory. And we're going to go see how much of this we can just now go ahead and hand in. So we need the launch pad. So doink, submit, this, submit, that, submit, the rocket control unit, submit, the low density structures, more heat shielding, circuits, and titanium rods. There is going to be our launch pad package. Hello, there's one. And the spaceship, the nitinol plates, the more rocket control units, more low density structures, and more heat shielding, and a spaceship package. Awesome. All right, cool. Those should be 2 packages plus a little bit of leftover stuff. Yeah, I knew I made way too much, and that's just the way it goes. Cool. 2 packages. Let's get this put away, or at least we'll get these put down where we want to put these things, and we'll do that so it all picks up. I went and dug the flamethrower out just because it's kind of fun. I got that as a reward for one of these little boxes things, one of these up here, and I have a whole bunch more to play with. So we're going to be building this out here depending on the size of the package. This is a single use 27 by 27 thing. Oh my goodness. All right, we need to go break some of these down then. Now this, as far as I know, this is just a kind of a nice little thing. I know that I've played with advanced rocketry quite a few times, so I know how this goes. Technically, this package is just a bunch of very pretty parts that you put that Golrith put together for us that we get to play with. In reality, it does not require near that much in order to be able to make it work. But let's see about trying to get it to where I don't know how this is going to work. It's a single use. So can I rotate it? No, it's going to be a one-time use thingy, and it's going to have to get placed down somewhere reasonable. Looks kind of even right there. Go one more time. Go. Holy cow. I'm glad I built those as white as I did. That's actually about just decently enough. Unfortunately, we have to walk around it over here to get up to it, but that's okay. Cool. Oh, wow. Yeah, nice. Cool. Anvils, and you gave me a rocket assembly machine. Good deal. And some more cool structures. Nice. I love it. And I guess some neat stuff. Cool. That's going to be where the fuel production goes in. We'll have to work on building fuel. This is the launch pad and fueling station. Good. I was wondering if I was going to have to make that or not. Somewhere in here should be the structure that exists for... Didn't realize you could do this way. Eh. Cool. Yeah, neat. Oh, I guess that's where we go into the rocket at, or can. Technically, you can enter the rocket, or at least you'd be able to, should be able to enter the rockets from just about anywhere. All right, next thing. This one. Craft that into a single-use package, and this is going to need to sit pretty much anywhere in here. That's kind of pretty much centered. I hope it should work. I think. And then all we should have to do with that is come in here. This should require some power. Let's get it some power. Go. All right, we'll let that build up a little bit there. And then we can hit the scan button, and it should be able to see this. Cool. All right, nice. So yeah, part of the functionality of this deal is this is the actual tower that works. So what we're doing is it's going to go ahead and check the space station, or the rocket that has been pre-built for us, and it will scan it all the way down to the bottom, make sure that it's good enough, and then we can go back and build it once we get to that point. I'm going to let it do its scanning, and well, I'll be back once it's done scanning. I guess I didn't need to do that, but either way, it is what it is. We're going to have to come up with some fuel production here, so we'll let that go for a second. Fuel. What are we going to have to do for fuel? Rocket fuel. Rocket refined rocket fuel. This one is going to be oxygen, hydrogen, plus solid fuel in a chemical plant. Which won't... I guess I can modify it. Is that supposed to be hanging up? What is right here? Oh, there's supposed to be fuel tanks right there that didn't work very well. Okay. That might be a reload load, whatever. So, those are interesting. Hey, ow, 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 ow. I forgot. Those are electrified, and you're stupid and you just walked into one. So there are fuel tanks right here. Okay, well, we'll have to wait on those to kind of figure out what it's doing. I suppose I could probably break it, but we'll let that go down, do its thing. And then, well, it should be about done here. That's cool. It's a decent sized rocket. Hopefully gave us enough engines to get that thing off the ground. And done. Cool. And then we do a Z build. Clear for liftoff. Cool. All right. Well, we'll let it build. It'll build that up, do what it needs to do. What are those? Propane tanks. Those are interesting. Cool. Anything else to look at around out here? Don't touch the electric fence. Neat. Yeah, there's supposed to be something right here, and again, we'll reload. I'm not gonna break and mess around with it for that metal little bit here. Can you craft with these things? I know it's a kind of a neat little storage, basically. I didn't want to do that. Give me my thing back. I know these are just kind of a storage. I was wondering if you could craft it, but I guess not. And we have the terminals in here. These are kind of cool as well. Bunch of old tired radio, tired anvils and a few things. It's getting dark again. And the fly is having a good time flying around in a circle. That's what they do. Come on. Because that's all we'll have to do at that point is do, we'll have to do fuel. So we'll have to make fuel, and then we will have to make oxygen. Oxygen. I think we're already crafting this. I hope this works as far as the oxygen that goes in the air tanks for our suit. This stuff, I mean, this is not what we're going to use, but that stuff. All right. And it built. Nice. So what's it look like? We get a first aid kit. We get the guidance computer. And, well, all right. I'm supposed to be sitting over there. Hello. To do. Whoop, nope. Ow. Can I climb up the ladder? No. That's the only problem with them. Once they're formed, anything you put in them doesn't matter. I should have taken a look at it before we built it. Anyhow, all right, there we go. I got a couple of things done that I wanted to do, which of course is going to be, we've got the production of nuclear waste up and running so that we can get a few of these blocks that we've been looking at out here exchanged and cleaned up. It is an utter mess around this base right now, and that's all just within the last couple of episodes. So you know how that all goes. And we now have a rocket launching platform with a rocket built ready to go from advanced rocketry. So next time what I will do, or what we are going to do, is we're going to see whether or not this fixes itself. We have to be able to produce the rocket fuel, which is what's going to be this stuff or this stuff or this stuff, that stuff right there. We have to get into this process. We have to be able to make that going, and we need to be able to plug it into this system so that it can fill the fueling station up, which again, this one needs power so you can get all fueled up. Once that gets hooked up, we need to make a linking machine, linking tool, this tool right here, I believe. We need to build that so that we can link that to that so we can fill up the tanks full of fuel, and then we can do other things. There's some other stuff we're going to have to build, so hopefully by the end of next episode we should be able to go into, well, off this planet at least, and then go do something else. We're kind of at an edge where this stuff is not exactly finished. We're kind of playing around. We should be able to go look at some of the local planets in the area, but as far as actually being able to leave this system, we are not able to do that yet because we do not have the advanced space. Well, I don't even know if we can build a, I'll have to look and see. I don't even know if I can build a space station yet. Whether or not we're going to get that far into it before we end this series, I don't know. It just depends on how quickly more updates are released. But for now, there we go. We got a, I don't even know where to stand to get this one. Can I get over this? Maybe we'll take a picture kind of somewhere over here like this, maybe. I don't know. Anyhow, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.